Dear students, in this video presentation, we are going to study how to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. This concept has got a lot of applications in engineering subjects, in control theory, electric circuits and mechanics. So let us study how to find the eigenvalues of a matrix in this video presentation. Let us see the presentation. We are going to study the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. If A is equal to Aij is a square matrix of order n, then determinant A minus lambda I is equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation of the matrix A. The roots of this equation are the eigenvalues of the matrix. So this is the formula to calculate the characteristic equation, and the roots of this equation is going to be the eigenvalues of the matrix, and we also know that the matrix is a square matrix of order n. Next we will see how to find the eigenvector. Let A is equal to Aij be a square matrix of order n. Then to determine the scalar lambda and the non-zero vector capital X which satisfy the equation Ax minus lambda x is equal to 0. So from this equation we get A minus lambda I of x is equal to 0. Suppose we consider A as a 3 by 3 matrix. Then our I will also be the 3 by 3 identity matrix. So when we find A minus lambda I and then multiplying it by the non-zero vector capital X. Here since A is taken as a 3 by 3 matrix, X will also be the 3 by 3 matrix only. 3 by 3 not 3 by 3, it is 3 by 1 matrix. So it will be the column vector x1, x2, x3. So here in this expression, if we multiply everything together, finally we will be arriving at this matrix. That is the matrix A11 minus lambda of x1 plus A12 x2 plus A13 x3 in the first row, and in the second row we have A21 x1 plus A22 minus lambda of x2 plus A23 x3, and in the third row A31 x1 plus A32 x2 plus A33 minus lambda of x3 is equal to 0. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix, 3 rows with 1 column. When we equate that matrix to 0, we will be meaning that each of the term in the matrix is equal to 0. That is, the first element is 0, the second element is 0, and also the third element is 0. This equation will have the non-zero solution only when the determinant A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So, we will be getting from that equation, from the three equations corresponding to each value of lambda, we will be getting a column vector x is equal to x1, x2, x3, and they are the eigenvectors of the matrix. For example, if lambda takes the value 1, when we substitute lambda is equal to 1 in the above equation, we will be getting one set of values for capital X. That is going to be the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1. In the same way, for lambda is equal to 2, we will be getting another column vector, that is the eigenvector for that particular eigenvalue. For a 3 by 3 matrix, we will be getting 3 eigenvectors. So let us go through the problem now. Find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of the matrix. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. 5, 0, 1, 0, minus 2, 0, 1, 0, 5. The characteristic equation for this matrix is determinant A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So when we find the determinant, it is going to be determinant of 5 minus lambda 0, 1, 0, minus 2 minus lambda 0, and in the third row 1, 0, 5 minus lambda is equal to 0. Because I is the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So when you multiply by lambda, again it will be going to be along the diagonal, we will be having lambda. Rest of the elements are going to be 0. So when you find A minus lambda I, all the except the main diagonal elements, all the other elements will be the same. So we'll be getting a determinant like this. Next, we have to expand the determinant. When you expand the determinant, this is going to be the equation we will be getting. So line by line, if we go through, means the first step when you expand the determinant, we will be getting 5 minus lambda of minus 2 minus lambda into 5 minus lambda, again minus of 0 plus because the middle term is 0 in the matrix and the last term is plus 1 of 0 plus 2 plus lambda is equal to 0. We will go through it step by step. We have to simplify each and every term. So when you simplify the terms and also collecting all the lambda cube terms, lambda square terms, lambda terms and constant terms, we will be arriving at the equation minus lambda cube plus 8 lambda square minus 4 lambda minus 48 is equal to 0. Now changing the sign throughout this equation, we will be getting lambda cube minus 8 lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 48 is equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation of the 3 by 3 matrix just discussed in this problem. Next, from this equation, we are going to study how to find the eigenvalues. So to find since it is a cubic equation, this equation has got 3 roots. The first root can be got by doing this L division. So here what happens, the plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 will not satisfy this equation. So we are applying with 4. We are trying with 4. When you substitute 4, this equation will be satisfied. And therefore the next equation is 4 minus 12. That is a quadratic equation. Again here, how will you solve the quadratic equation? We will be getting plus 2 for plus 2 and minus 6. We can solve this equation and therefore we get the lambda values as minus 2 and 6. And therefore the eigenvalues are 4, minus 2 and 6. So for these of 3 eigenvalues, we are going to find the eigenvectors. So let us consider case 1. Here, before going to case 1, we have to write the formula first. What is the formula for finding the eigenvector? A minus lambda I of x is equal to 0. So first we will write the matrix A minus lambda I, and x is the column vector x1, x2, x3 equal to 0. Then if you multiply the two matrices, you will be getting 3 equations, like these are the 3 equations. So now for each of the lambda, we will be getting 3 sets of equations. So we will consider case 1, case 2, case 3 to find each of the eigenvectors. Next, case 1 is lambda is equal to minus 2. So when I substitute lambda is equal to minus 2 in the previous equation, I will be getting these 3 equations. So since these 3 equations, we are having 3 equations, we can use the cross multiplication rule. So here, if you see the first equation, first we will consider with the first and the third distinct equation we should consider. We are not considering the second equation because in the second equation, all the coefficients are 0. So let us consider the first equation and the last equation and do the cross multiplication rule. So when you do the cross multiplication rule, if you are doing for x1 means you have to consider the other coefficient, that is 0, 1, again here 0 and 7. Similarly, minus x2 we should write, and in the same way, in the denominator, we need to leave the middle, that is x2 values. We have to consider the x1 and x3 values. So here it is going to be 7, 1, 1, 7. In the same way, the last one will be, numerator is x3, denominator is determinant 7, 0, 1, 0. So when you substitute all the values and do the determinant and evaluate the determinant, we will get the denominator values as 0, 48 and 0. So this can be even simplified as 0, 1, 0 because 48 we are having 0, 48, 0 means this is divisible by, we have to bring it to the simplest form, and that is why we are writing it as 0, 1, 0. Dividing throughout by 48 we will be getting 0, 1, 0. This is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to minus 2. The same way, let us consider case 2. If lambda is equal to 4, same way we will be getting 3 equations. 3 equations here. We can consider first 2 itself because first 2 are distinct equations. The same cross multiplication rule we can apply. And in the denominator, we get the values as 6, 0, minus 6. This is divisible by 6 and therefore we will be getting 1, 0, minus 1. And this is written as 1, 0, minus 1. In the same way, we can do the third case, that is if lambda is equal to 6, and same way we can consider the equations. Here also we need to take the distinct equation. So let us consider first equation, second equation because first and third looks alike, and therefore we will consider the first 2 equations and do the cross multiplication rule, and we find the values to be 1, 0, 1, and therefore the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 6 is 1, 0, 1. So we have got the 3 eigenvalues and 3 eigenvectors, and they are given here in this slide. That is, the 3 eigenvalues are -2, 4, 6, and the eigenvectors are also given here. So here we also know that all the 3 eigenvalues are different, and same way the eigenvectors are also different. So this is the procedure to calculate the eigenvalues and eigenvectors for any square matrix of order n. So I think with this problem you will be able to solve any problem, any matrix problem to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Thank you.